The next is Dr. Jean-Jacques Dordain. Dr. Dordain is ESA's Director General since 2003. He joined ESA in 1986 as Head of Microgravity and Space Station Utilization Department and progressively became Associate Director for Strategy, Planning, International Policy and Director of these things later with the French and Director of Launches in 2001. Mr. Dordain began his career with the French National Aerospace Study and Research Agency, ANERA, conducting research in liquid propellant rocket engines and microgravity experiments. During late 1970s, he was selected as a French candidate astronaut for the Space Lab. Dr. Dordain is a member of many national academies and a recipient of French Légion d'Honneur and the Ordre National du Mérite. Dr. Dordain, ESA has launched satellites exclusively for environmental studies, such as ENVISAT and ERS. How has the data from the environmental satellites been used effectively for understanding and addressing global climate changes?
Thank you very much. I would like also to thank the organizers for this important event, and just to say that I am very glad to be with you and with my colleagues. You are right, the ESA member states, they have invested a lot in Earth observation programs, to a point where today the Earth observation program is the most important program in ESA in terms of budget. And this is also a growing program, just to underline the importance that the member states are putting on all aspects related to Earth observation. Now, yes, you have spoken of ENVISAT. ENVISAT is the biggest satellite ever built dedicated to environment. It's 7 tons, a 7-ton satellite launched 5 years ago, 9 instruments, delivering 280 gigabits of data per day to several thousands of users spread among 70 countries. So just to say that the influence of ENVISAT is going much beyond the borders of Europe. And clearly the data that ENVISAT is delivering since 5 years have helped to better understand the climate change. But I would like to say that understanding is only one of five steps which are to be taken on climate change. First of all, first step is warning. It's providing the evidence of the climate change. Step 2 is monitoring the evolution of this climate change and providing the data for the third step, which is understanding. But after the step number 3, there is step number 4, which is predicting. And there is step number 5, which is even the more important, which is acting and taking decisions related to climate change. So yes, ENVISAT has already provided the evidence that the climate is changing. Yes, the sea level is rising by 3 millimeters a year since several years. The temperature of the sea surface is also increasing. The Arctic sea cover is shrinking to a point that 10 days ago we have announced the opening of the North Route between the Atlantic Ocean and the Pacific Ocean, which is good news in economical terms, but certainly bad news for the polar bears. From this evidence, we have also provided the data for making progress in the understanding of all the exchanges which are taking place between the land, the ocean, the atmosphere and the cryosphere. We have certainly also improved the understanding in the carbon cycle, also in the radiation budget and so on. But there are still a lot of uncertainties. We are very far from having a good understanding of the climate change and very far from being able to predict what will be the situation in 25 years. And this is the reason why we are continuing, and from next year, ESA will launch every 6 months an Earth Explorer, which is an Earth observation satellite dedicated to one particular field, starting with the gravity field, but after that the water cycle and so on, one every 6 months. I would like to finish by saying that space is not the solution for the environment. Space is just a tool to provide the data, also in some case to alleviate or mitigate the negative consequence of the climate change. But I would like to finish by saying that the uncertainties that we have today in the understanding and even more in the prediction should not be a pretext not to take decisions. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Dordain.